There are moments in life when it feels as though the universe is trying to communicate with us, not through loud thunderclaps or violent storms, but in soft, mysterious echoes that seem to drift across time. These whispers aren't always easy to recognize, but they carry weight, meaning, and sometimes a glimpse into the future. One such voice comes from the legendary figure Nostradamus, a man often dismissed as a relic of the past, but whose predictions have eerily aligned with world-changing events across centuries. More than a historical curiosity, he was a vessel of ancient wisdom, someone whose foresight pierced through the veil of time. And among his lesser-known but deeply intriguing prophecies is one that stands out. Beginning on the 15th of April, 2025, 3 specific zodiac signs are destined to enter a phase of incredible fortune, unmatched success, and astonishing wealth. Nostradamus wasn't merely offering superstition. He was sending a coded message for future generations, to be understood only when the right moment arrived. In today's world, a time clouded by confusion, economic struggles, and the relentless pursuit of success, one of these ancient predictions has resurfaced, not from the pages of a forgotten manuscript, but from a shift in the energy of the cosmos itself. It's as if the universe has started humming a different tune, aligning its forces to fulfill what was once foretold. According to the prophecy, only 3 zodiac signs, just 3, will be granted a powerful gift: overwhelming abundance, financial miracles, and life-changing opportunities that will leave even skeptics speechless. This isn't a matter of luck or random chance. It's the precise movement of a higher intelligence, working quietly behind the scenes, aligning people, events, and circumstances in a grand cosmic design. For those 3 chosen signs, the current moment, no matter how filled with setbacks, emotional pain, or financial struggle, is about to transform dramatically. It's as though the curtain is lifting on a new act of life, one that sparkles with prosperity, overflowing with chances that most people only fantasize about. If you happen to belong to one of these zodiac signs, stop and pay attention. This is not just a lucky break. This is destiny calling out your name, gently but powerfully. And if you're not among them, don't let that discourage you. Because by understanding the deeper secrets hidden within these signs, you could uncover the tools to unlock your own door to success. The choice is yours. Continue on the path you've always known, or step forward into a reality where you become the author of your own miracle. That choice begins right now. If you resonate with these predictions and feel inspired to share in the energy of faith, hope, and divine alignment, consider offering a super thanks between $25 and $100. Your contribution not only fuels this mission of positivity and awakening, but also supports our charity initiatives, spreading light to those who need it most. Thank you from the heart. Amen. Libra is often seen as the sign of harmony and fairness, but its deeper significance goes far beyond surface balance. It stands as a sacred emblem of universal justice and the powerful law of karma. In the ancient world of astrology, Libra is uniquely represented, not by a person, animal, or mythical being, but by the scales. These scales carry a symbolic weight that transcends zodiac charts. They represent divine judgment and the sacred balance the universe is always seeking to maintain. And what's truly profound is that this symbolism doesn't exist in isolation. It echoes powerfully through the scriptures of both the Bible and the teachings of Buddhism, 2 of the most spiritually revered traditions in human history. In the Bible, we find clear references to this divine balance. Proverbs 11 verse 1 states, "A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight." This powerful verse emphasizes that God doesn't only value belief. He values fairness, truth, and integrity. Every action, every decision, every hidden thought is weighed. In this light, Libra becomes more than a sign. It becomes an instrument of divine measurement, a sacred scale used to assess the true content of our hearts. On the day of judgment, it is not wealth, power, or status that will be measured, but the truth, purity, and honesty that live within us. In Buddhism, the reflection is equally compelling. The principle of karma, at its core, is the spiritual equivalent of Libra scales. Every deed, every word, every fleeting thought leaves an imprint, and that imprint inevitably returns. This is the sacred law of cause and effect, one that functions with perfect precision. No favoritism, no mistake. That's why, in astrological wisdom, Libra also signifies mindfulness and spiritual awareness. It's a reminder that each moment we live, each decision we make, either tips the scale toward light or pulls it toward darkness. Kindness tips it toward grace. Selfishness pulls it into imbalance. And eventually, the scale must always return to center. But Libra also speaks to something more internal, an inner compass of morality. It's not just about societal rules. It's about personal truth. The Buddha once said, "Beings are the owners of their actions, the heirs of their actions." Libra teaches us to live in alignment with our conscience, not for applause or validation, but from a place of deep inner authenticity. When we examine Libra through the sacred lens of astrology, we no longer see just a symbol. We see the gaze of the divine, the compassion of the Buddha, and the voice of the universe gently guiding us to live with intention, fairness, and inner alignment. Because true balance, spiritual and material, comes when our soul is in harmony with our actions, when we live with wisdom rooted in both faith and reality. April 2025 is about to become a month like no other for Libra. Beginning on the 15th, a unique cosmic alignment will release an energy wave so rare, it will feel like the universe is speaking directly to you. This isn't superstition. It's a celestial awakening, especially powerful in the areas of money, professional breakthroughs, and personal fulfillment. Once this cosmic shift begins, there will be no turning back. It will mark the beginning of an accelerated journey toward wealth, independence, and the life of purpose and abundance that you've always envisioned. You may notice a deep inner stirring, a call to action that feels impossible to ignore. The pull to act more decisively, more boldly, will be strong. While this might bring moments of uncertainty, especially with increased responsibilities or challenges at work, don't let it shake you. The universe isn't trying to overwhelm you. It's preparing you, testing your resilience not to break you, but to transform you into a magnet for prosperity. From mid-April onward, a powerful financial cycle begins for Libra. Ideas you've shelved for months or even years will suddenly find the perfect environment to grow. Especially for Libras engaged in creative careers, diplomacy, communication, or artistic ventures, the flow of wealth will begin in surprising and unexpected ways. It might come as a sudden collaboration, a breakthrough contract, a side project gaining traction, or even a casual conversation that opens doors you never knew existed. Pay close attention to your intuition. Libra's spiritual radar will be operating at its highest frequency. You'll begin to just know what decisions are right, where to invest, and which people to trust. Dreams may feel more vivid. Random signs might appear in your daily life. The universe will be speaking, but softly, so stay open. As you immerse yourself in career growth and financial expansion, your love life will quietly undergo a beautiful transformation. Your vision of love matures. You'll crave depth over drama, authenticity over perfection. Emotional connection becomes more important than flashy gestures. Whether you're in a relationship or seeking one, you'll begin to attract or build something rooted in real understanding and emotional safety. In this season, love becomes a solid foundation, not a distraction. It gives you strength, calms your fears, and fuels your drive to reach higher, not from desperation, but from the comfort of being seen and supported. This rare window of divine energy is opening just for Libra, but no one can walk through it except you. This is a personal calling, a sacred invitation from the universe to rise. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. That moment is now. Beginning the 15th of April, 2025, Libra is being called forward. To claim the blessings, to embrace the changes, and to walk confidently into a new life chapter marked by financial elevation and spiritual clarity. You are more than a sign of balance and beauty. You are a channel for abundance, guided by a heart full of wisdom, a mind sharpened by intuition, and a soul aligned with divine timing. From this point forward, prosperity is no longer a distant hope. It is your reality, waiting for your courage to meet it. Remember, the symbol of Libra is the scale, but its true power lies in the decision to act. Don't let fear or indecision keep you stagnant. True balance comes not from waiting endlessly, but from knowing when to pause and when to move forward with faith. You don't need perfection to begin. All you need is belief in your own divine path. Trust the universe, open your heart, and receive what is already making its way to you. Say it now with confidence and love. I open my heart to receive abundance, peace, and miracles. Virgo is often celebrated as the symbol of purity, service, and quiet devotion. But beneath the gentle image of a maiden holding a sheaf of wheat lies something far more profound. An ancient, sacred energy that connects not only with astrology, but with the heart of two of the world's greatest spiritual traditions, Christianity and Buddhism. In the Christian tradition, Virgo is deeply tied to the Virgin Mary, blessed, pure, and divinely chosen. She is not just the earthly mother of Jesus. She is the embodiment of divine compassion, grace, and mercy. Her love is unconditional, her service is without expectation, and her faith is unwavering. These are the exact energies Virgo brings into the zodiac: to serve without asking, to heal without seeking praise, and to walk through life with a sense of sacred responsibility, carrying the burdens of others while asking nothing in return. In a similar way, Buddhism offers a mirror to Virgo's soul through the image of Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion, known in East Asia as Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is the eternal listener, the one who hears every cry for help, every silent prayer whispered in the dark. She appears in countless forms, not for power or praise, but to relieve suffering, to guide souls toward peace, and to be a light in the shadows. Like the Virgin Mary, Kuan Yin represents the divine feminine energy, a sacred, healing force that flows through the hearts of those who live for others. So when we look at Virgo through a spiritual lens, we are not just seeing a constellation in the sky. We're seeing a bridge between heaven and earth. Virgo becomes a sacred messenger of divine energy, connecting the material and the spiritual, the human and the holy. In this modern world full of distraction, noise, and shallow desires, Virgo stands quietly as a reminder. The path to true abundance begins with purity of heart, honesty in action, and a spirit devoted to helping others rise. In astrology, Virgo's power lies in the details. The seemingly small, everyday actions that, when done with love and intention, create ripple effects across the universe. Virgo energy isn't loud, but it's powerful. It doesn't chase the spotlight, but it always shines. And when it is fully awakened, it carries a rare type of magic, the kind that heals, restores, and transforms not just the individual, but everyone around them. So, if Virgo runs through your birth chart, or if you're under its influence right now, understand this clearly. You are not made to fit into the noise of the world. You are made to refine it. You were born to bring order to chaos, to uplift what is broken, and to create value through your care, precision, and deeply spiritual service. It's in your nature to protect, to serve, to create systems that last, and to infuse everything you touch with quality, meaning, and grace. And now, Virgo, a turning point is near. April 2025 carries within it a powerful moment of awakening for you, and it begins right on the 15th. The planets are aligning in a rare and harmonious way, setting the stage for a breakthrough that has been quietly building behind the scenes. If you've been working with dedication, often in silence, without recognition, this is the time when the universe begins to reward you. The energy will begin to shift rapidly, especially in matters related to money, work, and long-term stability. This is not a time for hesitation. It's a time to take bold, confident steps forward, steps you've already been preparing for, even if you didn't realize it. The opportunities that begin to show up around mid-April, May at first seem subtle, but don't underestimate them. What starts as a small spark could soon become a flame that lights your entire future. Financially, this period opens the door to new income streams, sudden offers, or long overdue rewards for your consistent efforts. You may find that your work begins to attract more attention, your ideas gain traction, and your reputation strengthens. But remember, Virgo's power comes not from chasing success, but from becoming so excellent at what you do that success has no choice but to find you. Trust your instincts. They will be sharper than usual. You'll begin to feel an inner nudge, a quiet certainty guiding your choices. This is your intuition aligning with divine timing. Listen to it. Follow it. Because when Virgo trusts its own wisdom, the results are always remarkable. And even as your professional and financial life begins to rise, something beautiful will be unfolding in your emotional world as well. Your perspective on love and relationships will evolve. You'll begin to crave something deeper, love that's rooted in real understanding, emotional intelligence, and soul-level connection. You may find that current relationships mature into something more meaningful, or that someone new enters your life, carrying the same grounded energy you hold within. Love won't be a distraction. It'll be an anchor, offering you the safety and strength to reach higher. Virgo, you're stepping into a season of alignment, where your inner values match your outer experiences, where the seeds you've planted begin to bloom. The universe sees your sincerity, your service, your tireless effort. And now, it's your time to receive. You don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to force the door to open. Just stand in your truth. Do what you do best with love and care, and let the abundance flow naturally into your life. The winds of change are here. The current is rising. Starting the 15th of April, all you need to do is trust, act, and allow. Because Virgo, your season of quiet power is about to become a symphony of success, and it's all already written in the stars. In the first weeks of April, you may find yourself drawn into new social circles, conversations, gatherings, or community-based projects. Yet, your heart may yearn for quiet, for stability, for time alone to prepare for something greater. And that greater is the financial breakthrough set to arrive after the 15th of April. Under the influence of Venus, the planet of prosperity and attraction, paired with Saturn, the ruler of discipline and long-term building, you'll begin to feel a clear shift in your financial energy. Ideas you've been nurturing, projects you've quietly worked on behind the scenes, now have the potential to bear real fruit. If you stay focused and don't lose faith in yourself, you'll see results. From mid-month onward, you may notice a significant uptick in your income. An investment opportunity, a collaboration proposal, or a seemingly minor business suggestion could end up being a major turning point in your financial journey. Pay close attention to the details in true Virgo fashion, because your precision and thoughtful planning are the exact keys that will unlock the door to abundance. During this time, your financial intuition becomes incredibly sharp. You'll be able to spot potential where others see nothing, and that will give you a powerful edge in seizing new opportunities. Especially if you work in fields related to health, service, education, or the environment. This month could be the perfect moment to reassess your value and negotiate a more deserving income. However, alongside the prosperity coming your way, you'll also face important lessons in how to keep money and build a solid foundation. Saturn won't let you get away with reckless spending or risky investments. Those who already have strong budgeting habits and clear financial plans will be the ones to gain the most. A wise Virgo isn't just someone who earns money. They know how to protect it and grow it as well. On the emotional front, while love remains sweet and heartwarming, those in strained relationships may feel worn out by oversharing or emotional pressure. Don't let that drain your productivity or financial energy. You need your own space and balance. a sacred zone where you can plan, develop your personal projects, and build wealth in your own way. One essential and transformative piece of guidance for you this month, dear Virgo, is this: invest in knowledge. In a world that's constantly evolving, the key to staying ahead, both financially and spiritually, is to keep learning. Whether it's enrolling in a short course, attending a well-timed seminar, or simply discovering the right book that resonates deeply with your current journey, the wisdom you gain now could open up new dimensions in how you think about wealth and abundance. Sometimes, just one idea can shift your entire perspective and become the catalyst for your next level of financial mastery. And remember, when you continue to grow, when you stay committed to evolving, the universe responds. It brings new people, new insights, and new opportunities that match your upgraded vibration. As we move toward the end of April, an important astrological event, the full moon, rises in the sector of your chart associated with assets, income, and self-worth. This isn't just a moment of reflection. It's a culmination of energies that have been building since the beginning of the year. What you've been working on, thinking about, or emotionally preparing for may now begin to bear visible fruit. This could come in many forms. Perhaps an unexpected bonus appears, a long-awaited contract finally gets signed, or the initial flow of passive income begins to trickle in. However it shows up, know this: it's the result of your alignment, your preparation, and your belief in your own value. Dear Virgo, never underestimate the divine intelligence of the universe. Starting around the 15th of April, 2025, a new and promising financial cycle begins for you. But this isn't just about external wealth. It's about an internal upgrade. You're stepping into a clearer, wiser, and more powerful version of yourself, one that is ready to walk a more aligned path of financial purpose. Listen closely to that quiet voice within you. It holds the wisdom you seek. Open your heart to the blessings that are arriving. You've worked for them. You've waited for them. Now, receive them with grace. Even if this month stirs a few emotional waves, uncertainty, nostalgia, or even fear, understand that these feelings are not setbacks. They're sacred signposts. They're the universe's way of helping you release the past and make space for something far greater. Because true wealth is not just measured in currency. It's measured in peace of mind, in fulfilling opportunities, and in your deep connection to your higher self and the world around you. So, Virgo, this is not the time to hesitate or hold back. This is your cue to begin. Start with small, deliberate steps. Write down your financial intentions with clarity and belief. Practice gratitude every day. It raises your vibration and aligns you with abundance. Meditate regularly to strengthen your inner guidance, and open yourself to receiving help, whether it's through a conversation, a collaboration, or a divine nudge from the universe. When you live with presence and courage, the universe always responds. And if you're truly ready to close the old chapter and embrace a new beginning, then gently whisper to yourself, I release the past, I welcome the present, and I am open to the prosperity that is already on its way. Now is your moment. Step forward into your destiny, grounded in purpose, lit by inner wisdom, and fully supported by the divine. Within the sacred circle of the Zodiac, Taurus stands as the embodiment of stability, patience, and the nourishing strength of Mother Earth. Individuals born under this earthy sign are often known for their steady nature, their appreciation for beauty, and their deep connection to the rhythms of life. They live slowly and intentionally, savoring the little things, whether it's the fragrance of blooming flowers, the comfort of a well-made meal, or the peace of a quiet afternoon in nature. But beneath that calm and practical surface lies a profound spiritual depth, a silent yearning to connect not just with the physical world, but with the divine intelligence that flows through all of creation. In the sacred text of the Bible, the image of the ox or bull, a powerful symbol linked to Taurus, appears often, especially in the Old Testament, as a sacred offering in acts of atonement and devotion. These sacrifices represented humility, surrender, and a desire to realign with God's will. That symbolism beautifully mirrors the hidden spiritual essence of Taurus. Their capacity to give fully, to serve quietly, and to live with unwavering integrity. Tauruses are guided by timeless values, honesty, consistency, and a heart devoted to goodness. Even if they don't speak of it often, they carry within them a compass of deep moral and spiritual truth that points them in the right direction. In the world of Buddhist teachings, Taurus resonates with the divine presence of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, also known in various cultures as Jizo or Dijongwa. This sacred figure made an unshakable vow to descend into the depths of suffering to help others rise. His presence is one of eternal patience, fierce compassion, and quiet, enduring strength. Just like Ksitigarbha, when a Taurus loves, they love completely. They take silent responsibility, offer loyal support, and stand firm beside their loved ones, often without needing praise or recognition. For Taurus, spirituality isn't about dramatic expressions or abstract philosophies. It is found in everyday sacredness, in planting a seed and watching it grow, in honoring commitments, in cooking meals with love, in treating others kindly, and in working with care and integrity. Through these grounded acts, they feel the divine moving through them. They sense God's hand in the soil, Buddha's peace in a moment of stillness, and the universe's blessing in the simple act of staying true to their word. If the Bible teaches faith, Taurus shows it through consistent action. If Buddhism speaks of mindfulness, Taurus expresses it by living in the present, treasuring each moment, and creating beauty and peace in their surroundings. And when Taurus finally opens their heart to the idea of prosperity, when they truly believe they are worthy of receiving, they don't just attract money. They attract richness in all forms: purpose, trust, spiritual connection, and peace of mind. This becomes the strong, unshakable foundation upon which the universe builds the next chapter of their life, full of blessings and abundance. Now, as April 2025 unfolds, Taurus stands at the threshold of a transformative financial chapter, one that begins to reveal its potential especially after the 15th of April. A unique wave of cosmic energy, supported by planetary alignments, is preparing to activate your financial potential in ways you may not have experienced before. This is a moment of profound opportunity, but only if you are truly ready to step into it. Before this new prosperity can arrive, however, the universe gently asks you to make space. To receive something greater, you must be willing to release what no longer serves you. This may be a business idea that's lost its meaning, a relationship that holds you back, or even internal beliefs and fears you've outgrown. As a Taurus, change can feel difficult. You crave security and continuity. But understand this: letting go doesn't mean losing. It means trusting that what lies ahead is more aligned with your purpose, your truth, and your soul. From April 15th onward, as the sun begins to illuminate favorable areas of your chart, the seeds of financial awakening begin to sprout. Opportunities, some familiar, others entirely unexpected, may begin to surface. You might be invited into a promising partnership, discover a new income stream, or suddenly feel called to pursue a path that has been quietly whispering to your heart. These are signs that the universe is aligning with your readiness. Venus, your ruling planet, also enters a powerful position during this time, enhancing your natural gifts in both relationships and material success. But you don't need to chase anything. In fact, chasing can block your flow. Instead, move in alignment with your true self. Be practical, steady, intentional. Know your value, and let that inner clarity magnetize the right opportunities to you. This journey may stir old memories, unresolved emotions, or past disappointments. When they arise, don't run. Face them with compassion. These are not setbacks, they are spiritual tests, asking, are you truly ready to rise? Only by clearing this old emotional clutter can you fully step into the light of your next chapter. Deep inside, Taurus, you're holding a quiet dream, one that involves not just wealth but love. A true, soulful love that feels safe, pure, and enduring. If doubts begin to creep in, remind yourself, there's a time for everything. Right now, your focus must be to build your inner and outer foundation. Love will arrive in divine timing, when your heart and life are prepared to receive it fully. This month, one powerful piece of guidance stands out above all else. Invest in yourself. Not in a rushed, superficial way, but in a conscious, deliberate act of self-value. Whether it's learning a new skill that enhances your career, enrolling in a short course that deepens your knowledge, or finally sitting down to map out your financial vision, now is the time to act. You've held on to certain plans in your mind for a long while, plans that matter, that speak to your soul. April will give you the green light to begin, especially after the 15th. And while the seeds you plant this month might not bloom overnight, they will guide you toward a powerful, tangible harvest in the months to come, particularly by mid to late 2025. In addition to financial movement, this month's energetic current is drawing you towards stillness, nature, and reconnection with your inner truth. Taurus, your strength has always come from your connection to the earth, to the natural flow of life. That's why true wealth for you doesn't just appear in numbers or bank balances. It's found in the quiet of a forest walk, the peace of a sunrise meditation, or the joy of simply sitting still with your thoughts and feeling whole. These sacred, simple acts are not meaningless. They're the rituals that help you hold the energetic frequency of abundance. When your inner world is grounded and peaceful, your outer world reflects that balance. You begin to attract with ease, manifest with clarity, and receive with grace. Each time you write down what you're grateful for, you're tuning yourself into the vibration of prosperity. Each time you sit in silence and listen inward, you're strengthening your connection with divine guidance. So, Taurus, let April be your month of quiet power. The time between now and the end of the month, especially after mid-April, is a golden window for you. A rare portal for financial transformation is opening, but you must meet it with readiness. That means letting go of outdated stories, stepping into alignment with who you truly are, and moving forward with both trust and action. Your prosperity isn't some far-off dream. It's already on its way. The universe is aligning to bring you what you've long been preparing for, not just in money, but in peace, in purpose, and in the kind of stability that supports your soul. Don't allow invisible fears or old attachments to slow your momentum. You are wiser now. You are more grounded. And you understand something that took years to learn. Real abundance doesn't come from clinging. It comes from knowing when to release and when to receive. After the 15th of April, as the celestial energies shift in your favor, you'll feel a stronger sense of purpose and clarity. Financial breakthroughs will begin to reveal themselves, but only if you've made the space to recognize and welcome them. So sit with yourself. Be honest. Write down what you're ready to let go of. It might be an outdated belief, a toxic commitment, or a self-imposed limitation. Then make a quiet promise to your future self. I will no longer delay my dreams. Because, dear Taurus, the universe is fully on your side now. It's waiting to deliver. All it needs is your yes, your willingness to step up and trust the divine blueprint laid out for your journey. Wealth will come, and not in just one form. It will arrive through unexpected blessings, new connections, renewed energy, and a sense of fulfillment you've been silently longing for. This is your time, your chapter, your divine invitation to rise. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am ready to begin a new chapter, one rooted in truth, nourished by purpose, and open to the prosperity I truly deserve. Throughout history, the name Nostradamus has echoed through time as more than just a legend. It has become a symbol of cosmic foresight. His prophecies weren't merely poetic riddles. They were messages from the stars, encoded for those wise enough to listen. And now, in April 2025, his ancient foresight begins to align once again. With the movements of the planets, the rare and sacred energy of the supermoon, and the unique astrological timing that only the universe can orchestrate. 3 zodiac signs, named within the spirit of his predictions, are about to walk through a powerful doorway. This isn't just any chapter. It's the beginning of a whole new era in wealth, alignment, and spiritual growth. And it all begins after the 15th of April, when the universe sends a clear signal that it's time to rise. This moment isn't about sudden luck. It's not about quick wins. It's about divine timing finally reaching the point of activation. A flow of abundance, opportunity, and hidden blessings will start to pour in, but only for those who are conscious enough to recognize this shift and bold enough to respond. Because this, dear listener, is not just a time to attract money. This is your invitation to claim your rightful place in the world, to walk with purpose, to make aligned choices, and to build a foundation for long-term, soul-aligned success. You felt it coming, you've sensed the pull, and now the moment is finally here. If you're one of the 3 chosen signs, know this: you didn't find this message by accident. You were meant to hear it. The universe has been guiding you, preparing you for this next phase. But you must do more than just listen. You must act. Be courageous. Step into the unknown. Invest in yourself. Trust the guidance of your inner voice. Move forward, even if it feels unfamiliar. Prosperity is already in motion, set in place by a chain of spiritual energy that began long ago. This is your link in that chain, your opportunity to rise and thrive, just as destiny intended. And remember this truth: real wealth is never only material. It's the calm in your spirit. It's the strength of your faith. It's the open-hearted gratitude that keeps your soul aligned with the divine. When you walk in faith, with humility and purpose, the entire universe begins to walk with you. Doors open, paths are cleared, and everything you've longed for begins to unfold in ways more miraculous than you could have imagined. So, as we close this sacred message, we invite you to remain connected. Sparkles like, share, and subscribe to stay attuned to more powerful insights, divine timing, and rare spiritual forecasts. Because your journey is just beginning. Your financial destiny is not written in stone. It is written in the stars, and the pen is now in your hands. This is your time. Step forward. Say yes. Let the universe show you what it's always had planned for you. A life of radiant abundance, powerful purpose, and deep, lasting peace.